It's an orgy of game when everybody knows your name.
Vortex RPG Con.
The organizer and Satan are one and the same.
Vortex RPG Con.
And we'll all be bumping uglies playing any show's games.
Vortex RPG Con.
North Texas RPG Con. First weekend in June at the Westin Inn in scenic Irving, Texas. Pack those dice bags and a spare liver.
Vortex RPG Con. Vortex RPG Con. Vortex RPG Con. Vortex RPG Con.
Well, I'm on my way to North Texas RPG Con. Going to meet up with, actually going to share a room with Carl Rodriguez of the GMologist Presents, playing a couple games with him. Hopefully we'll run into some other fellow anchorites. I expect to see TJ Drennan there and maybe some other people that I know or know of. But I don't know if you hear those trucks. I am stuck in gridlock in Denton, Texas. Dallas is just about 2.5 hours from where I live. Had a pretty uneventful drive. All right, buddy, quit revving your engine. Had a pretty uneventful drive until I just got right here in Denton. Actually, I'm on the south side of Denton. I'm almost clear, but had to stop at Buc-ee's because you can't go to Texas without stopping at Buc-ee's. And made a pit stop there, and then got back on the road, and now it's really they were just crawling along. I now remember why I don't come through Denton when I go to Dallas, even though it is technically the shortest route, because of all the gridlock on the interstate as you get closer to Dallas. I usually go an alternate route and come in from the east side of Dallas, and of course there's still traffic and sometimes slowdowns there, but not nearly as bad as here. Anybody who's from around, familiar with North Texas is going, yeah, I know, and everybody else is completely lost at this point. Anyway, first con I'm going to go to. So I don't know, maybe I'll post a little short episode every day just to recap. I know Carl did his last recap. I think he and Amy just kind of recorded a little bit every day and then put the episode out when they got home. But I might try to do some daily short episodes just to comment. I've actually never been to a gaming convention. I've been to a few small comic book conventions, and I've been to a couple of, I guess, what you broadly call pop culture conventions. It will usually include some comic books, some video games, some movies, some role-playing and tabletop games, trading cards, action figures, toys, stuff like that. And so I actually have only played a role-playing game at a con once. That was just several weeks ago, but that was just a 1-hour demo of Coyote and Crow, which I had already run some Coyote and Crow. You can see the live play of that on the GMologist Presents YouTube channel. But I thought, I should probably go play it with someone more experienced to make sure I'm actually running it right, because I am supposed to run a session of Coyote and Crow at Crush the Con down in San Antonio later this year. So I thought, well, maybe I should actually see somebody else run it first before I try to run it for somebody other than my friends. So I'm kind of looking forward to what's going to go on here. I signed up for, I think we've got a Wetworks game. Is it Wetworks or Wetwired game that Carl's going to run, and an AD&D game. And then we'll just see what other games I can drop in. I brought some stuff. Maybe if anybody wants to play a pickup game, I brought some of the things that I can kind of run on the fly. I brought some, what did I bring? I'm not going to rifle through it in the car from memory. I brought Raccoon Sky Pirates. Again, you can see a demo of that on Carl's YouTube channel, me running that, in case anybody wants to run Raccoon Sky Pirates. That's a fun game. Not so much a role-playing game. It's a role-playing game adjacent, kind of tabletop game. Lots of fun, lots of silliness. And I'd say I brought Wheel and Lead, Cairn, Old School Essentials, and White Box. fantasy role-playing game, along with some, I mentioned my portable GM kit from a couple episodes ago. I brought that with the dice and the deck cards, and that will do random dungeons and random side quests. So, I understand there may be some short pickup games the evenings here, or if, you get some people who couldn't get into a scheduled game. So we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. And I'll report back. So, but yeah, the traffic this is a 8-lane highway, 4 lanes each way, and we're down to 1 lane where I'm at right now. So, should be getting onto one of the turnpikes here pretty soon. Fortunately, our I guess it depends on where you live. What you call it. We call it a pike pass in Oklahoma. I think it's called a Texas tag or a T tag in Texas. But it's it's the sticker with the sensor that you put on your windshield, and it you can just like drive through the toll gates without having to stop. Yeah, the ones we have in Oklahoma also work in Texas and Kansas. So there's sort of an agreement or a compact across state lines for that. So that makes it easy when I come down here. I can get on the turnpikes in Texas and not have to worry about digging for loose change or stopping and paying cash at the toll gates. But that has nothing to do with gaming. So yeah, Bucky's looking forward to this, and maybe if it's not too late when I get to the room, maybe me and Carl will record a little conversation. I think we may be making some pre-gens for one of the games he's going to run. And yeah, maybe I'll record another little short segment and try to get it posted. I think fortunately, Anchor, Spotify has given us a few more weeks of somewhat functionality on the app. I had already switched over to just using my computer, but maybe I can. Well, I brought my laptop with me. If I can't make this work, I'll bring my laptop out and figure something out. As I do that, I realize that my intro and outro files are stored on my desktop back home. So this may be an oddball episode in terms of intro, outro, music, stuff like that. But we'll see what we can do. Anyway, I'm going to stop recording right now because traffic is, I think, about to pick back up, and I should be paying more attention to what's going on, because it's pretty safe to do this at 2, 3, 4, 5 miles an hour, if that, crawling down the road. But as we pick up speed, I should not be recording a podcast while I'm driving. So, all right, I'm gonna turn it off, and maybe there'll be a little more for this particular episode when I get to the hotel. Thanks for listening to the Arcane Alienist podcast. The music you're hearing is Come and Get It by Scott Holmes Music. The cover art is by Dave Bone. Be sure to check out his stuff at ironseer.com. You can leave me a message. I have my SpeakPipe account linked to the show description. You can also send me an email at arcane.alienist@gmail.com. Just embed a voice memo, or I'll just read the text to your email during a future episode. Once again, thanks so much for listening.